next cab off the rank is Swartland Winery. Now these guys, I think, they were looking at their reds. We looked at the Sauvignon Blanc a while ago, a short while before, and it was fine. We were looking at a 2010, so clearly not in its peak form, and I wasn't unhappy with where it's at. So let's check these out. So we're starting with the Merlot, 14%. Don't know much about Merlot in the Swartland normally, but there's a fair amount grown as a blend. Very seldom you see it on its own. So kind of like bruised cherries. There's a lot of wood. There's a lot of sort of, maybe a little bit of, like if someone had lit a match and just left it in the room, that sort of acrid smell. Yeah, which is there. Let's see what it tastes like. That sheen that you always want in Merlot, that kind of velvety luster that you always look for in the mid-palate is not there. Everything about the wine is focused in the mid-palate here, but the structure and the texture of it is not jazzing me anyway. There's not much length. In fact, I think the wine's unbalanced. The back of the label says unwooded, but I'd put a lot of money on the fact that this has gone through oak in some way or another. No, just not happening for me. Next cab, this is the Piotage from the same winery, 2010 again. Not liking the colour too much. Using it as an indication you're looking for like a bruised, dark, purpley kind of character for Piotage. This is really waspy, nerdy, kind of insipid red. Not thrilling me by the look of it. Yeah, you're getting that sort of wood smoke or charred wood component, and a little bit of the rubber component that I guess are the predominant flavoured receptives in Piotage. Piotage, just by way of a quick description, is something which is pretty much indigenous to South Africa. It's a hybrid of Pinot wines and Shiraz from way back, we think, and it's something that South Africans and South African winemakers are particularly proud of. There's a lot of it around, and a lot of it is not something which is to the taste of the day-to-day wine drinker. It's a fairly sort of focused specialty, and this is an example of one which I am pretty sure most people on the database are not going to love. So that's a thumbs down to that as well. It says unwooded again. I'm not sure about that. Then on to the Shiraz 2010. Slightly more purpley colour. Maybe more attractive colour from the outset. Not much by way of legs. It's also a bit sort of lackluster. It doesn't have much of a sheen to it. Nose is there, but there's a sort of cow's ass reductive kind of nose to it, which is not pleasing. It's scaring me a little bit. And underneath that is a little bit of chemical kind of component. There's not a lot to love about the nose. Absolutely not. It's got an acrid, bitter flavour. Anything to get the flavour out of my mouth. I want to down a bottle of vodka just to get rid of it. It's just horrible. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but no, I definitely don't like this wine. Definitely don't recommend it. And certainly everything out of from the Swartland Winery we've seen in this tranche, the whites have definitely got more prospect than the reds for me. Just me, probably. Just me on a Monday afternoon. Anyway, that's it. Cheers.